Hello, my friends. Welcome to the Commander's Crypt. We've got another exciting adventure for you today. Today, we're going to talk about Furkrog, Cunning Instigator, the Draconic Dissent Precon. I picked up another sinus infection, so I apologize. My throat might be a little raw today, but I really like making these videos. It'll make me feel better if I do it, so I'm going to do it. So I hope you enjoy it. So if you're in the New Orleans area, please give these guys some love. Go for Games and Plus One Gaming. They've been very kind to me, they're getting all of their cards on computerized. So if you're looking for cards, go check them out. See if they got what you want. So. This is it Draconic Dissent. Legendary creature, dragon, 3/3 flyer, haste. Whenever one or more dragons you control attack an opponent, goad target creature that player controls. Whenever a creature deals combat damage to one of your opponents, if that creature had to attack this combat, you put a +1 counter on Furkrog, Cunning Instigator, and you draw a card. Okay, so let's see what we think about this deck. I like to do this so you guys can experience opening it if you can't get to it right away. Also, if I'm going a little too fast, I'm trying to not make my videos so long, but if I'm going a little fast, just hit the pause button and check and read the card. So, comes in a box. And a sample pack, booster sample pack is in there. And let's see what we got in the booster pack. Yeah, I like making these videos. I couldn't wait for this set to come out so I could make videos for you guys. I like to do this, like I said, in case none of y'all, some of you can't quite run out there and get your own box yet. So it looks like what we got is a Nala Dernice, very French. One black, one white, one colorless legendary creature rogue. You may look at the top card of your library anytime. You may cast Cleric, Rogue, Warrior, and Wizard spells from the top of your library. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you have a full party, put a +1 counter on each creature you control, and those creatures gain Death Touch until end of turn. Okay. Nemesis Phoenix, 2 red, 3 colorless. Flying, return Nemesis Phoenix from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped and attacking. Activate only during the declare attacker step and only if you're attacking 2 or more opponents. Okay. All right. So let's get into it. Furkrog, Cunning Instigator. I think this might be the deck that has the most value as far as reprints. I'll be honest. I absolutely love Tolarian Academy and the Professor. I watch him to see what he has to say as far as the money, the value of these things. He doesn't go through the cards and discuss, all of their complexities and how they work together like I do. But anyway, what I'm getting at is go check out the Professor about these precons. Very good value to be found within them. So there's Furkrog. We've already talked about him. Then we got Baloth, Baratil Entertainer. 1 red, 4 colorless creatures your opponents control with power less than Baloth, Baratil's power are goaded. Whenever a goaded attacking or blocking creature dies, you create a treasure token. Choose a background. Okay. All right. Nowhere near as good as the dragon, but okay. Clan Crafter, 1 blue, 1 colorless. Commander creatures you own have 2 sack an artifact. Put a +1 counter on this creature and draw a card. Okay. Psychic Impetus, 1 blue, 2 colorless. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 and is goaded. Whenever enchanted creature attacks, you scry 2. That's a good card. I like these Impetus cards. 1 red, 2 colorless. Enchant creature, shiny Impetus. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 and is goaded. Whenever enchanted creature attacks, you create a treasure token. Nice. Nice. Arcane Signet. Burnished Heart. Sack it, search your library for up to 2 basic land cards. Put them out of battlefield tap, then shuffle. Mind Stone. Wayfarer's Bauble. Command Tower. Compulsive Research. Target player draws 3 cards, and that player discards 2 cards unless they discard a land card. Curse of Verbosity. Whenever enchanted player is attacked, you draw a card. Each opponent attacking that player does the same. Propaganda. Help with defense. Curse of Opulence. I'm liking all these curses in here. Enchant player. Whenever enchanted player is attacked, create a gold token. Each opponent attacking that player does the same. Sprite Dragon. Flying Haste. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put a +1 counter on Sprite Dragon. Bloodthirsty Blade. Very good card. This way you can choose better what big creatures you do not want coming at you. Make them go somewhere else. Felwar Stone. Hedron Archive. Izzet Signet. Soul Ring. Talisman of Creativity. Ash Barrens. Izzet Boiler Works. Alright, and the typical lands, Reliquary Tower, Terrain Generator, Temple of False God, which I do not like at all. Artificer class, 1 blue, 1 colorless. It is an enchantment class enchantment. And first artifact spell you cast each turn costs 1 less to cast. Level 1, level 2. When this class becomes level 2, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal an artifact card. Put that card into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. 5, at the beginning of your end step, create a token that's a copy of target artifact you control. Okay. Astral Dragon. Flyer for 2 blue, 6 colorless. Project image. When Astral Dragon enters battlefield, create 2 tokens or copies of target non-creature permanent. Except they're 3/3 dragon creatures in addition to other types, and they have flying. Mocking Doppelganger. Flash. You may have the Doppelganger enter the battlefield as a copy of a creature an opponent controls, except it has other creatures with the same name as this creature are goaded. Okay. Bothersome Quasit. Daemon. 1 red, 2 colorless. Manache. Goaded creatures your opponent's control can't block. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, go target creature an opponent controls. Okay. That guy's strong. Death Kiss. 1 red, 5 colorless. Creature Beholder. Whenever a creature an opponent controls attacks one of your opponents, double its power until end of turn. Monstrosity X. When Death Kiss becomes monstrous, goad up to X target creatures your opponents control. Okay. This deck isn't exciting me as much as the pirate deck was. Loot Dispute. 1 red, 3 colorless. When Loot Dispute enters the battlefield, you take the initiative and create a treasure token. Whenever you attack the player who has the initiative, create a treasure token. Loud ruckus. Whenever you complete a dungeon, create a 5/5 red dragon creature token with flying. Meh. There's a lot way better cards for that. Spectacular Showdown. 1 red, 1 colorless. Put a double strike counter on target creature. Then go to each creature that had a double strike counter put on it this way. Overload 7. Okay. That could be very strong, actually. So far, that's the best card I'm seeing. Ethergale, 2 blue, 3 colorless, return 6. Target non-land permanents to their owner's hand. I like it. Angler Turtle, hexproof. Creatures you control, your opponents control, attack each combat if able. Okay. Curse of the Swine, very good card. Exile X target creatures. For each creature exile this way, its controller creates a 2/2 green boar creature token. Very, very strong card. Dissipation Field. Whenever a permanent deals damage to you, return it to its owner's hand. Okay, I like that. Domineering Will. This is a good card. Instant. Target player gains control of up to 3 target non-attacking creatures until end of turn. Untap those creatures. They block this turn if able. It's a roundabout way for blue to kill other creatures and block people coming at you. Kaiga the Tide Star. This is my favorite picture of this card. 1 blue, 5 colorless. Dragon Spirit. Flying. When he dies, gain control of the target creature. Midnight Clock. Good card. Artifact. 1 blue, 2 colorless. Just be careful with this one. You can tap it to add a blue. You can tap 1 and 2 colorless to put an hour counter on it. At the beginning of each upkeep, put an hour counter on it. When the 12th hour counter is put on it, shuffle your hand in a graveyard in your library, then draw 7 cards. Exile it. Just be careful with that. You might replenish your hand and not get as good a hand as you had. Pursued Whale. You know, I do like this card, but you know, it's supposed to be a dragon deck. 2 blue, 5 colorless, 8/8 ball. When pursued, Whale enters the battlefield. Each opponent creates a 1/1 red pirate creature token with this creature can't block. And creatures you control attack each combat if able. Spell your opponent's cast at target pursued whale costs 3 more to cast. Okay, I'm getting it. They're just trying to get your opponents to be attacking each other all the time, every turn. Range of Power, 2 blue, 2 colorless. Untap all creatures you control and all creatures target opponent controls. You and that opponent each gain control of all creatures the other controls until end of turn. Those creatures gain haste until end of turn. Yeah, there's some shenanigans that can be done with that. Sly Instigator. Smooth Operator. 1 blue, 3 colorless. Human Wizard, blue. Tap them until your next turn. Target creature opponent controls can't be blocked. Go with that creature. Who, me? I'm just an innocent bystander. I'm just standing here minding my own business. Will Kenrith. This guy. 2 blue, 4 colorless. Planeswalker. Will, until your next turn, up to 2 target creatures each have base power and toughness 0/3 and lose all abilities. Target player draws 2 cards for the -2 until your next turn. Instant sorcery and planeswalker spells that player casts cost 2 less to cast. -8. Target player gets an emblem with whenever you cast an instant sorcery spell, copy it. You may choose new targets for the copy. Okay. All right. Agitator Ant. 1 red, 2 colorless. He goads things. If people want to put +2 counters on their things, they get to attack, but they can't attack you. The Crowan War. 1 red, 3 colorless. 1 gain control of target creatures for as long as Crowan War remains on the battlefield. 2 until your next turn. Creatures your opponents control attack each combat if able. 3 each tapped creature deals damage to itself equal to its power. Okay. Okay. You guys tell me what you think of this deck. Avatar of Slaughter. I do like this guy. 2 red, 6 colorless. All creatures have double strike and attack each combat if able. Yeah, that guy gets the party started. And if you're able to goad your creatures to where they can't attack you, then Blasphemous Act, 1 red, 8 colorless. The spell costs 1 less to cast for each creature on the battlefield. Blasphemous Act does 13 damage to each creature. Red staple, very good card. This one seems thicker than usual. Okay. Brash Taunter. Indestructible. Whenever he is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to target opponent. I like that. 1 red, 2 colorless. Brash Taunter fights another target creature. Yeah, I like that. Chain Reaction. Deals X damage to each creature, where X is the number of creatures on the battlefield. Chaos Dragon. This guy's awesome. Flying Haste. 2 red, 1 colorless. Attacks each combat if able. Beginning of combat on your turn, each player rolls a d20. If 1 or more opponents had the highest result, Chaos Dragon can't attack those players or Planeswalker they control this combat. It's all about the chaos. Chaos Warp, yep. Disrupt Decorum. Goad all creatures you don't control. Dracoseth Maw of Flames. I love this guy. Finally, some big old dragons in here. If you watched my Ishin deck tech or my Kalia deck tech, I talk about this guy. I absolutely love this guy. For 7, he's a 7/7. Whenever he attacks, it deals 4 damage to any target and 3 damage up to 2 other targets. Geode Rager, 2 red, 4 colorless, first strike landfall. Whenever land enters the battlefield under control, goad each creature target player controls. He's a 4/3. Goblin Spy Master. First strike, at the beginning of each opponent's end step, that player creates 1/1 red goblin creature token with creatures you control attack each combat if able. Kazul, Tyrant of the Cliffs. I love this guy. Basically a roundabout way for red to have a propaganda. If you attack into this guy, you're just going to make as many tokens as however many attacking creatures they have. Rowan Kenrith. 2 red, 4 colorless. During target player's next turn, each creature that player controls attacks if able. -2 Rowan Kenrith deals 3 damage to each target creature, tapped creature target player controls. -E target player gets numbered whenever you activate an ability as an ability, copy it. You may choose new targets for the copy. Okay. Ryusu the Falling Star, another awesome dragon. Does 5 damage to all creatures on the ground if it is killed. Territorial Hellkite. 6/5 Flying Haste. You got to choose an opponent at random. If you can't choose somebody at random, it taps it. Thunder Dragon, he's awesome. 2 red, 5 colorless. When he comes into play, deal 3 damage to all creatures on the ground. Mini board wipe. Vengeful Ancestor. This gets everybody attacking each other. Whenever the Ancestor enters the battlefield or attacks, go to target creature. Whenever go to creature attacks, it deals 1 damage to its controller. Warmonger Hellkite. Flying. All creatures attack each combat if able. And then it's got fire breathing. Niv Mizzet Parun. This spell can't be countered. Flying. Whenever player casts an instant or sorcery spell, you draw a card. Dragon's Horde. Very good card. Gives you mana of all colors, and you put counters on it. You tap it for the counters to draw cards. Solemn Simulacrum. Everybody knows about Sad Robot. Steel Hellkite. One of my favorite cards. 5/5 Flyer X. Destroy each non-land permanent with mana value X whose controller was dealt combat damage by Steel Kite this turn. Activate only once each turn. Stuffy Doll. Indestructible. Whenever he's dealt damage, it deals damage to the chosen player. It can do 1 damage to itself. Castle Vantress. Desolate Lighthouse. And that's going to be it. I hope you liked this faster edition of Commander's Crypt New Orleans. We're going to be signing off. We're going to be making 3 more videos in the next 3 days. I hope to see you there. Thank you. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.